let's get into this real quick. Alright, cool. Let's get into this. It's a little bit interesting. So I heard roughly most of the songs I would listen to, most of the artists I would listen to on the album, right? So, okay. So my problem is that I want to say Grease, right? And it was an okay track, but it wasn't a Drake track. Like, you could hear it, but it was like he was trying to be like the Weekend and party, and it wasn't like genuine Drake. Like, he was trying to go back to R&B and rapping, and it just wasn't there on that Grease track with him and DJ Khaled. And then you hear like the Popstar song. I prefer the Popstar. I prefer the Hungry Drake. I do. I prefer the Hungry Drake over the Grease Drake. I do. Because Popstar Drake was, you could feel the hunger, the vibe, and everything for it. So it was probably one of my favorite. And then we got Joey Badass, which was not. I liked his EP. It was Explain, Shine, and it was. Was it well, Delight? It was a great intro. It was a great ending. And the middle was really, it was no skips. It was just straight into the album. Good. Liked it. Okay. Okay, so I like most of Her's music. I do. So I listened to Wiz the Kid and Her, and it was okay. You know, it just seemed like they were on two different types of level. Like, it was more of an island track, and she wasn't. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't my type of, like, for when we talk about like island tracks or whatever. You know, I'm not gonna go into deep. Like, it's just like the hook, the chorus. It was there. I liked it, but it wasn't fully there. Okay. So then we go to the whole cow thing, the cow song with the Bryson Tiller feature. Liked it. Didn't listen to the full album, but I did like the but I did like the Bryson Tiller feature. You know, they all seemed like they wouldn't sing for that. I enjoyed that. The top, the Tiger one, not so much. But it was good. And Even Nasty was good. It was a great song. Trippie Redd, Bryson Tiller. Most of them were good songs, but I think the one that stands out to me is the Sun. It was like they were all with a perfect mix up, perfect feature, perfect album. Decent album. I'll give it like a 6. And then we get to the Deluxe album, which I didn't really have any problem with that album as it is. I didn't listen to all the features, the new features on the Deluxe version. I did like the BS remix. The BS remix was great. I liked it. It was very upbeat singer going at each other. It was great. I liked it. Above Beyond, I loved that and the piano. I loved it both. It was just like a vibe you could feel. It wasn't something like, oh my god, how do we beat this or how do we do that? The Try to Smoke one, not a huge fan of. It was great, but it reminded me of Not You on the dark, what was it, dark tapes that Drake put out when him and Chris Brown were background vocals. That's basically what that felt like to me. That's basically what that felt like to me. So the Wiz Khalifa one, I liked it. It was a steady pace, a nice vibe. You had to like listen to like Wiz Khalifa kind of hop back in the studio and just kind of vibe with it. And it was just like, it was like 10. It was like 10. What was it? 10K hours. Yeah, 10K hours with her and Nas. It was great. You know, you heard the vibe, chill. But you also hear like the BS remix sounding like her when she did it with her. It was great. It just wasn't, because it did, what was that song on her album? Was it something Euro Change, something like that? It was a great song. I like both of them together on albums like that. So the BS remix was great to me. 2020, Summer 2020 was already on the album. Magic Hour was already on the album. Lightning and Thunder was on the album. Review. Yeah, most of these were already on the album. I think most of them were on the album already to begin with. I think I will end that there, but we have one more thing I have to mention before we end that, which is great. So overall, we listened to. I'll give my top three. My top three, my top four. I have to go with. I'm gonna go give Kyle that Bryson Tiller with that Bryson Tiller feature probably the highest I'm gonna give it because that was great. It was great. Listen to it again. It's great. The Wire was great too by the way, but that came out earlier. It was so the Greek track. Let me phrase that. The group track after hearing the leaks and stuff, which I didn't really get hyped off of the leaks anyway, but I think hearing it officially being out is just like it could have been done better. I don't know if it was the producing, I don't know if it was the mixing, but I feel like it was like missing something. But he was trying to be like R&B rapper, and I just was not feeling that. But overall, I liked most of these. As I said, it would go The Light, Shine, from the Joey Badass A Light Up EP. I like that. And then we gotta go give it to Wiz Khalifa for Done Again. And then the Night album was released for me on the 17th. But also I have some other stuff to get to. But we'll get to that later.